Hello everybody, how are you? Had to run over to Philly for one day, but now we're heading back, and we had the pleasure of spending a little bit of time in Upper Darby, and this video is going to be 3 fun facts about cool things I learned about Upper Darby. And the first one is, well, why Upper Darby? Very interesting. It is an area that is out in the country, at least it was in the 1700s when it was all farms out there. Now, of course, it's been surrounded as many farmland is around big cities. It's now the suburbs, and it's Upper Darby. But when it was farmland, some well-to-do, or at least well-off people from Philadelphia started getting the itch to be a weekend or full-time country squire. And what that meant was they wanted to be a country gentleman, a country lady, but they didn't want to get their hands dirty. And so they came out to the area and then very quickly sectioned themselves off from the farmers that were the locals and had been for a long time. And they created the first gated community in the United States. And they put in a gatehouse, a security guard, and they called it Upper Darby. And you, no matter who you were, if you drew your horse and buggy up to the gatehouse, up to the security guard, just to visit your grandmother, for example, you had to know her favorite drink, her favorite pie, her favorite steak, her favorite TV show. You had to know if she was an Eagles fan or not. And if not, why not? You had to know everything about your grandma just to get into Upper Darby. And God forbid you made a mistake on any of those questions, you'd be banned. 24-hour ban. And those folks lived behind that gated community for a long time, but times change, people evolve. And they looked around one day and they said, what are we doing? What are we doing out here in this gated community? We got to take down the gates. And it became just a regular old town with regular people. The fine community that you see today that welcomes all. And that is the current day Upper Darby. But now that that's settled, who the heck was Darby? Well, Darby was a local farmer and politician. One of these farmer types that also has a college degree. He had a law degree. He helped start Upper Darby High School. He started other high schools and therefore started the first high school athletic league in the area. He helped athletes get scholarships to colleges. The guy was the mayor, the senior councilman. He was the town, this guy, Darby. And in fact, this was in the 1770s, guys. So a lot of the innovations that he came up with have ultimately resulted in 2 of the biggest institutions in America today, and that is the NCAA can trace its roots all the way back to Old Man Darby, as can Nike, the athletic shoe and apparel company. Because Nike is one of the biggest sponsors of collegiate athletics. And a lot of the college athletes that enjoy scholarships today can trace that back to Old Man Darby right there in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. Fascinating. And finally, fun fact number 3 about Upper Darby is that despite all of that connection to high school and collegiate athletics, Upper Darby athletes homegrown athletes that are not scholarship winners, but are world class in their sport, are ultimate frisbee players. That's right. The best ultimate frisbee players in the world, a lot of them come from Upper Darby. So we're not talking the football players, the jocks, the cheerleaders, that whole crowd. We're talking about the alternative lifestyle of the ultimate frisbee player. And those guys and girls are world-class level coming out of that community. And it's just another amazing fun fact about Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. Come out and visit, guys. You're going to love it. It's a great community, friendly, big wide streets, lots of leafy trees, those old stone houses from the Revolutionary War days. Come and see them.